Hey guys, I'm Missy Tolley, your spiritual coach today, also psychic and medium. And please make sure you like and subscribe to this channel, but let's get right into it. Okay, you want to know what the difference is between a synchronicity and a coincidence? Let me kind of give you an example. A coincidence is something where two unrelated events take place. For instance, you sharing a birthday with a new friend of yours, okay? That is coincidence, kind of like, okay, it is what it is. There's really no meaning behind it. There's no deeper, inner, higher destiny when it comes to it. It's just a thing that is, right? It is what it is, right? With a synchronicity, it is where events take place that are meaningful to you personally on a more spiritual level. This is why when we are looking at synchronicities versus coincidences, you want to use your discernment. You want to make sure that you are not overanalyzing and overthinking, okay, this is a coincidence. I was just talking about a friend and then I see them at the coffee shop. Did you talk to them? Maybe, maybe not. That's a coincidence. That's not the synchronicity. The synchronicity would be you running into that friend, finding out that that friend needs a contractor and your husband or your wife or you might be looking for work. And it all aligns in some kind of beautiful probability. And it's not chance. You know, you winning lottery numbers or what have you, that or winning the lottery may not be up to probability. That is more of a coincidence of like, oh, hey, I just happened to pick the winner, the winning ticket. The synchronicity of that could be, you know what? I ran out of gas. I had to get to the gas station. I ran in. There was only one lottery ticket. I just went ahead and grabbed it. That would be the synchronicity. You were there. It was meaning. It was meant to happen because everything has a frequency. We have a frequency. We exhume this frequency, right? And when I talk about using our discernment, I mean synchronicities serve as these little like spiritual little whispers or winks, universal winks, if you want to call it. And it's where our intuition takes over and we're more of in the heart versus in the head. If we're in our head, that's our ego. That is our discernment coming in, our ego coming in where, oh, we don't want to look at this. We want to see what we want to see. We don't want to hear what this person has to say. We want to hear what we want to hear out of the conversation. Or I don't want to say this, but I'm going to say this in a passive aggressive way. That's the ego. I hope that makes sense. But what I'm talking about is the universe will give us these little winks or these little divine pieces of feedback that can be absolutely amazing if we use them properly in our lives. What I'm talking about is you need to raise your consciousness to a level of acceptance and love and forgiveness and courage and joy and all the happy things that we need to be able to use our intuition and connect to the synchronicities. Basically, if you're operating on a level of a lower frequency of fear, guilt, shame, anger, sadness, all of that stuff, all of those lower frequencies, you're going to be looking at coincidences and not the synchronicities. So that's where that discernment comes in. Don't overanalyze and think with the mind or the brain, use the heart instead. So it's kind of like if we take in these little universal winks from the consciousness, the collective, whatever you want to call it, heaven, our angels, our spirit guides, our loved ones, they're kind of giving us these little wisdom nuggets or these winks that help us be aware of what to do if you have a choice that you need to make. So even when we're on this lower vibrational or frequency scale, and we're seeing all these synchronicities and they're kind of like, oh, well, should I make that choice or should I not make that choice? What's going to happen is these little winks will come to us and we're going to see these as awesome or not so awesome. And when we're not so awesome, the collective, the universal collective will send us this frequency and help us to make the choice that is going to be best for us. So what I would suggest to you to pay attention to these synchronicities and not overanalyze coincidences, but look at the synchronicities as a GPS for yourself, and know that the ethereal realm, our ethereal collective spirit guides, all of our spirit team are going to scoop us up and send us all these signs and symbols that say, hey, you need to be here, or no, you need to get back on track, or whatever it is. But a couple things you need to do to acknowledge and embrace is, one, be aware, bring in the synchronicity, bring it in, really take it in and bring it inward. And I'm talking about angel numbers. I'm talking about maybe your friend was just talking about a book about healing, and all of a sudden another friend posts a Facebook post about, hey, you should read this book. That is a synchronicity. It's meaningful to you. There's a reason that you're getting these signs, and maybe it's a way for you to heal. That's an example. But the second thing I would tell you to do is really kind of take notice of the beingness that you are, or what the frequency is that you're putting out there. What kind of frequency being are you being exemplary of? Are you a lower frequency or a higher frequency? That is really up to you, because you're going to attract that energy back. Follow your intuition is the last part of this. Use that discernment. Don't be up in your head, be in your heart. Follow your gut instincts. Those are primal instincts. Work with that root chakra. Be grounded, centered, balanced, and wholesome. And really try to work with the collective. Let the energy ebb and flow the way that it needs to. And when it's a coincidence, oh yeah, you share a birthday. Okay, great. But you know what? You happen to share a birthday, or you make a friend and that person's birthday is on the day that your dad died. Guess what? That is a synchronicity. It's a way your dad is saying, hey, make a new friend, enjoy life. It's amazing. It'd be even more of a synchronicity if that friend had a dad that passed away also. There's more and more. It can build and build and build if you let it. So I want to just thank you so much for watching this video. If you want to watch more, don't forget to hit the subscribe button right there, wherever it is, and have a great rest of your day. And I'll see you on the next Wednesday Wisdom Nugget.